The Hispanic community in Cleveland is vibrant, it's very active, it's a very caring community.
It has the optimism of youth, and it has its future in front of it. And it's energetic and it's talented.
Our culture is all about family. We do care a lot about our families, being respectful. We believe a lot in honesty, being honest, always being about, being positive and having bright ideas and never thinking negative.
It's full of a lot of faith-filled and loving and the greater sense of familia. And there's so much that the community can get, the Hispanic community can give to the country and the region.
We want every generation to be better than the last one. In many ways, we're just like every other group, every other family setting where we want the students to succeed.
Cleveland's Hispanic community is very unique. We have a broad range of people from families who've been here since the 30s and 40s to many who are coming here every day. We represent many countries, many backgrounds, many faiths, religions. But I think there's some values that we have in common. Education is number one on our list. And we really want our community to be successful because we realize that it benefits everyone.
The Hispanic community is a growing and a significant part of this community, and it needs to be strong and independent.
As many people know, the Hispanic population is the largest growing population, and Esperanza really does give an opportunity for academic achievement.
Esperanza is like my second home. Anytime I got any problems with school or personal, I know I get up, I have a place where I can talk and get help or at least guidance.
The core mission of Esperanza is to promote education within Cleveland's Hispanic community. We're promoting high school graduation and then going on to some sort of post-secondary education. And our approach is not just student-centered, it actually takes the whole family into account.
Esperanza was founded 30 years ago to specifically deal with the educational process and development of our Hispanic students.
Esperanza really started as an idea for the need to meet scholarship assistance. And so in the early 80s, that very first idea sparked what later became an organization of programming and scholarship assistance.
The inspiration for this thing, it came from the Hispanic community itself. We had the great leadership of Luis Martinez and Willie Senkees and Al Lopez and others who really picked up that ball and developed that concept.
The idea was to motivate kids to go to college, to achieve academically and go to college. That was a very passionate interest of mine, and so we thought initially a scholarship would help.
We were the first legitimate external Latino program in Cleveland for education.
In the early days, the leadership from the community was pivotal. Ken Aguilar, Al Lopez, and Luis Martinez had incredible drive. They were very, very determined to make the organization a go because they saw both the need in the community and were able to very compellingly document that other organizations were not addressing that need.
To be able to have young people be educated and go to college, from high school to college in our Hispanic community, that was so key.
The first 6 years was very difficult. I remember that we worked for a week at the All Nations Festival selling snow cones, and I think we made $200, and sacrificed a lot of time. And But from that money, we were able to give the first scholarship to a young woman who had been accepted into the a program at the White House. So it was a trial and error type of existence at that time.
Over the years, we got all kinds of people and organizations, funding foundations to be able to give to Esperanza. They knew it was good for us as an Hispanic community to have this organization, and they all helped us to survive and grow.
In the 90s, of course, as funding came in, we were able to build programs and really look at not just scholarships, but provide the opportunity for students to get help with tutoring and other services. And the other challenge in the 90s then became really the leadership and poor decision making.
In the late 90s, Esperanza did have a difficult situation.
It caused not only financial damage, but it caused reputational damage. But what that did was it allowed, I think, the broader leadership of the Hispanic community to come together and to say, this organization is far too important for this thing to be lost.
Because of the help from various organizations and individuals, we were able to overcome that problem, raise the funds, pay debts, and organize the institution so that it could carry forth.
We weren't going anywhere, and while we had some challenges, we were going to overcome them because our students are important to us. And that's exactly what happened, and that's why we're here today and why we're stronger than ever.
When Esperanza did a strategic plan in 2010, we really wanted to identify a small number of programs that we could do well and would have a large impact.
Esperanza is really focused on a few key objectives, and one of them is really building the foundation for the students' learning.
Esperanza has helped me in school in many different ways. Going into freshman year, I was shy. I was irresponsible, and throughout the year, they worked with me. I got straight A's by the end of the fourth quarter, and everybody at Esperanza goes out of their way to make sure we get what we not necessarily want, but need to be successful later in life.
We identified 3 programs that we needed to implement well. One was an OGT club, and we needed to provide them with the tutoring they needed to pass that. The other thing is they said they needed more positive role models in their lives. People who would encourage them, motivate them, and really, be there for them. And that's where we started implementing a mentoring program. And then the last thing is the students said overwhelmingly that their families were the most important people in their lives, but they needed them to be engaged. So we started a family engagement program that teaches parents how the educational system works, their rights, their responsibilities, and really empowers them to be their children's #1 advocate.
Esperanza teach me a lot of things. I have 2 beautiful girls. They are in elementary school right now, and we're going through the program Family Engagement, and I'm starting to help my daughters more in the school. My biggest dream for my daughter is to have an opportunity to go to the college, have the scholarship, and get a career. Maybe in the future they say, Mom, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a doctor. I say, go for it. I'm always going to work hard for you to complete your dreams.
Esperanza is exactly what the name suggests. It really, in my judgment, is an institution of hope.
It's hard to believe that it's been 30 years since this wonderful idea became a reality. We've grown into an agency that tries to serve the entire student and the family and the community, and Esperanza plays a large part in the success of these students.
What we know is that students who participate in our programs are graduating at over 90%. We're giving out more college scholarships than any other time in our history. And the overall Cleveland Hispanic graduation rate is starting to increase as well. So we're very happy about the results, but we know there's a lot more that we have to do.
To succeed, to be anybody in life, you cannot stay in one place. You have to move, you have to push, and thanks to Esperanza, I have pushed myself.
It feels great. I'm actually going to be the first one in my family to go to college. And I know that everything I've done academically wise is thanks to Esperanza, because they've been there every step of the way to guide me.
With Esperanza, they will make sure you get where you want to be.
I want to congratulate Esperanza for 30 years of making a difference.
Gracias, Esperanza, por todo lo que han hecho conmigo y mi familia.
Congratulations, Esperanza, on 30 years of great work.
You have been a great help to anybody that gets to meet this organization.
Felicidades a Esperanza con amor y cariño.
Congratulations to Esperanza, to our scholarship recipients,
To our students and our families and our community.
Congratulations to Esperanza, its board leadership, many volunteers, and staff.
I'm really proud of you and really appreciate all that you've done for our community.
I celebrate the students and their families for all the hard work that they do and the accomplishments that they've achieved.
Felicidades, Esperanza, and God bless you.